Hey guys, welcome back. Let's have a look
Welcome back.
and let's see what has transpired. I'm going to take my face off here quickly, and we're going to have a look and see what. Just want to see everything as we can find. Right, so let's have a look. Let's go to this screen here, and what I want to do is I'm going to break it down to the 15 minutes just so we all can see what was set out for us. Take some of the stuff off. Remember that we had this key level here, we break lower as expected, create this equal lows, we broke through it, and the next thing was this gap that we opened this week with. So that was our next target. So obviously we want to see what happens there. And then as soon as we break through that, then we've got these equal lows down here. So for now, let's have a look and keep an eye on this. Don't rush into anything. So there's narrative on the downside here. So let's see. There's some equal lows here. Not necessarily just that we're just gonna drop down there. So what we'll do is we'll keep an eye on it. Alright, so let's get back to my face again so you guys can see we're here. Now it's just a matter of keeping an eye and yeah, let's see. Okay, let's do this. Alright, so let's say 2014. If we break lower, target if we break lower. I'd say if we break lower, I like that 2014. This is 50% of the new week opening gap. Okay. Right, so those are the things. If we break through that, then what we can say is if we break through that, then the equal lows is way down here, guys. At this 19,600. If we slice the gap. All right, so now that's that. We're just gonna have to keep an eye on that to see if that's where we want to go to. But I think the target for now, if we want to go lower, so as you can see, we've got those little equal lows there, and that gray block just below that, that's the weekly opening gap. And yeah, so if we break through that, I think we can get to that 2014 level. But yeah, we would need to keep an eye on it. So let's just follow along here. So there was a lot of, let me just take my face off, then you go see a lot of sideways drop, back, then sideways grind lower, and back up into this area. Now it looks like we want to go lower again. So yeah, we'll have to see. Maybe we go to this and then bounce to this top end. But if we, maybe 50% of that's what we want to fall. Maybe we just leave that and we go up from here. So yeah, we just have to sit and wait. Remember guys, we've seen a nice drop from AM session to now. So the expectation is not to see nice big moves. Normally if you see a session that moves, pretty decent in a direction, the other sessions normally just a bit of a sideways move. And if you get a session where there's sideways move, then it could be, the next session after that is normally decent moves. So we're not expecting too much here, but we are here because we want to see what's happening, and I'll just keep an eye and see maybe there's an opportunity for us. And ultimately guys, every time we stream, it's not necessarily we need to take trades. I know I do, to demonstrate some of the entries, but sometimes it's good just to mark stuff out and read price and what you expect it to do, and it doesn't have to be in the form of even a paper trade. Right, so anybody on the stream now, good for me, let me know if there's any specific levels you aiming for this session, or you eyeing for your trades. Just let me know, and let's mark them out and see how it plays out. If it plays out. Okay. Look, I think we're going to go for these lows now based on the momentum I'm seeing here. But I've seen this before and then try to take it and then it reverses on you. Okay, so we did see the swing point get close below. We could see a nice pullback up to that 50% there, and then sell it off to these lows. And also this is an inverted fair value gap. If you really look at it, see how that lines up. That's your IFEG, guys. IFEG. Okay, now we've got a fair value gap. Would be nice to let's try it and then target down here. See if that's what we're going to get here. And we'll do a 500. That's like a 2 to 1 for us. Let's see if we can get in there. If we get down here first, then obviously I'll just cancel this order. And what I was aiming or saying, we've got this IFG and then we've got this fair value gap here. So that looks like a solid stop for price not to go through. And let's see if it lines up with premium. See where my entry is, right there at 50%, which is great. But looks like we're not gonna get there. Alright, so I'm just gonna wait, let's leave this because this is all liquidity here. Maybe we bounce up to get some sort of a Alright, all we got to do now is just monitor this because I do think we're going to see something going lower here. Let's try this 2000 mark. But let's see if we can get that entry. If that's not the entry, guys, we'll hunt for something else here. Let's just keep an eye and see how it plays out. If we get this or not. Okay, let's just be patient here. Okay, let's look at this. So we got price going up, making nice swing high, swing lows, and then this happens. So we close below that. That could be entry or this fair value gap. Didn't get there though, but that's one of those things. And I'm just going through this because we spoke about this. And there's another swing low. We broke through it. There's the little gap up there. That's your entry. Boom, down. All right, so we did not get triggered, so it's unfortunately, but it is what it is. We need a nice clear close below this low to send price lower than, lower down. We might see some sort of a pullback here. Or not. Okay, let's see, we're going down there. Would have been a nice trade here, guys. Aggressive move down. We might see even further downside here. Alright, so obviously this trade means nothing for us now. 50% is down here, so that's what I would target. And we could see some sort of a pullback here, and we'll just see how it plays out. See if we can target those. Or maybe it's just AM PM downside move here. They were touching that upper end of that gap. I think we're gonna see this, at least 50% of this get filled. Alright guys, we've got this now as a nice place to go short. Let's try take it here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try get down to that 50%. Okay, so let's see if we getting picked up there. Normally retrace back to that 50% of that fair value gap. Remember, this blue block is my fair value gap. Hopefully we're not just going to touch it and drop. If we do that, that's fine. There's liquidity in there. But all right, so there we go. We're in the trade. Now I want to see us close below this swing low. I want to see a close below there to see if we're going to go. If we actually close below this, I'll move my stop to break even now. Okay, so we might see some sort of a pullback here. Maybe, maybe not. Nothing wrong with a pullback here. Okay, maybe just move it a little bit to take that high out in that, you know, spike in there and then come down. Right, so anybody that's following bear flags, this is a pretty decent bear flag type of thing that's setting up here. I'm not trading bear flags, guys. I'm just saying, for those of you who are bear flag type of people, there's reason to go lower here. So you would want to see some sort of a bear flag form in here and then break out to go lower. But that's obviously not my style of trading. these two highs here, I would put order just above that 50% to see if I can get a better price, but I'm not going to do that because I'm already in the trade here. Guys, again, anybody that's maybe new to this, it's not financial advice of any sort. This is just me, keeping record of my trades and learn, and obviously just read price here. The account that I'm running here is just a paper trade account, so don't see this as financial advice. I'm not putting a stop there yet. I'll obviously close the trade manually. I'm waiting for those highs to get taken out with a swing high, and then we need to take out that low that I marked out here with this line. We need to close below that, then I'll move my stop to break even. Okay, let's see if that's gonna start pushing price lower here. Nothing much to say when we're moving nowhere, right? So we're in this fair value gap. We could see price run these highs into this upper end of this fair value gap, as long as we don't close outside of this. If we do that, I'll probably just close the trade, and then we might seek higher prices. But where could we go to? So if we take that swing high to that swing low, there's a little gap up here that could be of interest here. Would be that one there. That is, if we want to run up there, that would be a sensible place to start selling again. Hope not, but let's see. I mean, we'll just keep an eye here. I mean, I don't know who followed me on the PM session yesterday. So basically, I mean, we've been waiting for a certain level to be triggered the whole bloody day. And I made a comment that we might probably only see it like at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And literally at 4 p.m. yesterday, the price ran up into that level. Sometimes that's what's happening. So we just got to be. Okay, now we're forming like equal lows there. Okay, so this is what I'm doing, guys. I'm closing this trade. Equal lows could well go up and then come down. Maybe it just drops from here, which is fine. But we might see some movement up here. So I'm taking the view that we might come up here first, like here, and then drop to those equal lows, and then maybe even lower. If it's not, then so be it. I haven't lost money. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, so here we see some push higher. I would like to see it up here, and I mean this is also permissible, but that is your premium side. It's right up there. So okay, let's see if we're going to form a fair value gap here and then go up and then come down and invert and then sell off further. Maybe just closing that gap. So the reason why I think we're going to go up here is we close above these highs with a big candle. This black candle needs to close below here to send it lower. If it doesn't, then I think this is just a pause to go higher up here. As you might see now, price go up again. I want to get picked up here, but then come close back into this blue block fair value gap. That's what I want to see now. I don't want to see price run higher up. Okay, so now this could be a nice trade for us. I want to see it close within this fair value gap. Okay, let's see if it can hold or actually sell off more. Okay, now I need to see price come down here. Dun, dun, dun. So far this trade plays exactly what we asked for before it happened. And now for this to go lower, obviously we want to take these equal lows out. Come on. And we'll call it equals. Okay, so now we want to see price goes and run these and not go up again. And but when we get down here, I want to see, I don't want to see it spike in there, close back above that line. I want to see price close below it. If we close below it, we can go test it, but then we could expect price to go lower here. Okay, I'll just keep my stop there. If this trade plays out, this is literally like a 26 to 1 trade. If you risk 1%, that's 26% of your account, just like that. Okay, let's see. Come on. Show us you want to do what we asked you to do. Okay. Looks like we're getting those pressure coming down, which is great. Don't stop now. I want to see this as that accumulation or consolidation, manipulation, and now boom. Be nice if this trade plays out. Then I mean, we said it's going to possibly be a crappy PM session, but hey, okay, that's a nice move. I don't need a pin back in. I need this thing now to close like that or drop even further. All right, so slightly in profit there. I'll stop. So let's see if we can get all the way now. Man, I know you want to push lower. Okay, so we close below it, exactly what we said. So I don't think we're going to pull back all the way up here. I think we might come into this little gap. Which is so small. And then reject from there. But now we just have to sit and wait. Okay, so that 1 second pushes back down into this blue block here, which is a little fair value gap. I want to see this next candle start, moving down as well. And then the obvious thing to take out would be this low here. So now we want to take this here. Boom. All I need to know now is this black candle to come down and close below here. Then we're slowly going to move down to our target. So far, this little fair value gap's holding price, which is good. Nothing wrong from stabbing in it, through it, wick through it. That's fine. Even if we run up now, stop me out, it's also good. Well, it's not good, it's fine, because we manage our risk. We don't leave ourselves open to lose money. I mean, we could have, but we didn't. That's what counts. The focus should be 80% on risk management, 20% on the profit target. Because I can tell you now, even if we get stopped out at break even or small profits 10 times in a row, that's better to make small gains or no gains and then get the 11th trade that runs for, like we said, this was a 26-1 trade. I mean, that's just amazing, right? If you really think about it, if you move the stop here, if you get stopped out, that's still a 2%, almost 2%, 1.8% profit that you would still make if you manage your risk or calculate it the way we put our stop loss there. If you're scared, you can jump out now, and it's still a 10-1 trade, right? If you had 1%, that's 10%. 6% a month, doubles your account in 12 months. Okay, let's see if we can get it pushed down, man. Be nice. It would be nice. All right, let's see if you can do it for us here. Close below that low. Do it. There's no one on the stream having fun with this trade. Come on, push down. Now you want to. Well, those days we push down, we come back. We push almost down, we come back. Back of that little fair value gap. Come on. Give us that money. It's holding price again. Don't disappoint me now, man. Give us the money. So we're back in that sideways move, sideways, up, down, sideways. Hopefully we're not going to sit here for an hour moving sideways. I want to see something taking it down. Come on, give us a down close candle. No, I don't like this now. Maybe we just test this 50%. Let's see. Oh, I need this candle to close back down here, not close above these highs. Alrighty. Okay, so I took the trade off, guys. So what did we do? 720 in the two trades just because of this. And I would have get stopped out anyways. So what I've done was I took a $300 profit. We did 400 in the previous trade that we closed. So now we just sit back and watch. We did not close below that. That's what we wanted. We didn't get it, but there was equal lows and we got those. So and we broke through this little gap here. See if we want to go higher here. Strange. Still think we're going to bounce to come back down. But let's see. Could just as well just keep going up. There we get that nice big push. Back in a premium zone. We take this down to here. We definitely in deep premium here. Nothing yet tells us to come down. I mean, this is a IFG. That means bullish prices. I mean, I don't have alright, so let me take my face off. If we decide to bounce higher, yeah, we run those equal lows. Now if we want to go up, these are the new equal highs that we might want to get to. What we got to do now is sit and wait and see if that is where we're going. Okay, so if that's where we want to go, then I guess let's go. We inverted here, that was the entry actually, that test. The stop loss would be around here. And now it's just basically wait for those, I mean the swing point to get broken. This one here. Okay, we've got this fair value gap. See if we're going to invert that one. We need to see price invert there. This should have been the entry. Might test up here, this IFG. Maybe that's where we're coming to. I mean, once we bounce here, that high is the target to close by, to invert this and then go higher. Let's look at this. These highs here, this gap here could be the entry point or the entry box, which is this one. Just touch that box. Now it's in that box. I'll show you now why I mark that box out. I want to see this get inverted. Now this is a lot of boxes, guys, but we got to read all these things and build a case here. I want to see this box hold price. I want to see price comes back and close above there to then target that and then go higher to those equal highs. Or we break below this and continue lower. Okay, so why did I use this box here? See these highs here, we closed above it, we ran away, we broke structure, we closed above this as well. But this was the fair value gap that closed above here, and that is in discount. So we come down, we're stuck between fair value gaps. We want to see this thing. Yeah, I know I entered not at the right place, and this would have been a much better place. Then the target was this and not up there, but that's what I've done, and that's how we learn, right? Right, we just inverted this as well. Another IFEG. Now let's see if we want to hold price here to go higher. Nice balance of that 50%. If it will hold. Okay, that's the 50%. Okay, there we close below it now. If we want to go lower here, we need to take this low out, close below it. If we want to go higher, we need to close above this high. Okay, so we got stop there. Let's see if we can close below that now. Okay, so we close below that swing point, so now we want to see price. Oh, come on, target this. Okay, let's see if we're going to get it. Okay, so now it seems like price is standing still. Right, so let's do this. Spin it up. Turn this one up as well. And mark this one out here. Boom, boom, boom. That's the new fair value gap. And hopefully that will hold price. Go lower here. And that again, that's a fair value gap that closed below the swing low. So that would be your entry box. Okay, so we want to see this close below there. Come on, push low, push, push, push. Okay, running that high in that 50%. Let's see if we can reject that to go lower. So basically we haven't closed below those lows, so not yet. Right, that's a nice rejection, reaction. Still like to see us go down there. Don't know if it will happen though, so obviously this high is going to be my stop loss. Hopefully we don't go all the way up there again. And 50% of that we hopefully hold price where it's now. But if it wants to go there, let it be. Actually, I think it's going to go there. Looks like it's want to go higher. I mean, we refuse to take these lows close below it. So I think we might just want to go higher up here. Pretty much stuck in that sideways move again. Probably take me out here. Maybe not. All right, well, let's see if this actually want to follow through to the downside, or is it just bouncing from there? I do think it's just going to bounce out. I'll just close this here. So I do think we're going to go higher here. Well, what do you know? I don't know if it's going to go down yet. I don't think so. If it's taking this long out of a fair value gap, then normally it's a telltale sign to say, yeah, not ready yet. Actually think this was slight, that's the inversion there. I'll just mark it out. Of course, we literally close above it, and I don't know, it takes too long. You don't want to see price spending so much time in a fair value gap. You don't want to be stuck in that trade anyways, because you know it's going to go not in the direction that you want it to go. One of those grinds. Right, so if we invert this, then we are on our way to R equal highs. Oh, we're down $800. Can you believe it? Alright, so let's see if we're going to do this. Is this going up? I believe it is. Now I'm going to take an early trade here, and I think we're going to go there. Let's hold it, and as I take it, we do some funny pullback. But now it's just a matter of time. So back into this fair value gap or IVG. All we need now is a push through to, invert this fair value gap, and then we can go higher. Normally you would wait for that. The only reason I'm leaning towards this now is it's been struggling we've run the equal lows and we struggled to take it out. We went up, we came down, we struggled to even go close here. So now I'm expecting us to move in this direction. But we need to close above this high. Then we must close above this fair value gap. Then we'll probably see price going up there. That's a nice. See how these wicks hold this 50% of this IFVG. It's algorithmic. We close above that line. Now we want to see a close above this fair value gap, and then I think we'll be good to go to those equal highs. So far we're still pinning in that fair value gap, but we need to close over that swing point and over that fair value gap to invert it. So we need to see that close above here. Right, guys, we getting into this little late or final stretch of the hour. And remember, when we get to here, that's when the macro kicks in. And I don't know if the macro is going to, well, theoretically, it should send us higher to these equal highs. Maybe just consolidate. But 4 o'clock, I'll close any trade that I've got, because we're either going to see a nice push or just further consolidation. So yeah, let's just be mindful of that. Okay, so let's see if we can actually close now above it and turn it into that IFEG. Momentum looks to be there. But the what do you call it, the finishing does not seems to be there, because we keep getting there, but we're not closing through it. Okay, so let's see if this is going to hold. Close above there. Still close within it, guys. Check that out. Did not close above it. Got to be patient with these things, eh? Right, so maybe that's what we... Alright, so I think that's where we're going to go now. now we see the momentum is picking up. Okay, so let's see, we're getting there. Those equal highs are waiting for us there. So still in the trade here, and in that macro, close to that macro time, and I think that's where we're going to push through now to get there. We've already run our equal lows down here, which is great, and now we're just taking profit to the other side. Okay, stop loss is at break even here. Actually put it slight profit there. All I want to do now is to see it keeps going. Right, so this is the gap that should hold price here. It's this one here. I want to see this fair value gap. Stop it. I'm going lower. And then obviously we want to see price close above this higher. Then we know we in the pound seats, or in this case the dollar seats. So far the reaction of that fair value gap looks good. Right, so now we want to see push up through that high. Okay, let's see. Come on, we know we want to get there, right? Okay, let's see. All right, let's see if we can get those this high sorted out, so we can get those equal highs. And yeah, I don't think we're going to leave that weekly opening gap unfilled. Like we said earlier, 50% was the target. We never got there. We barely just touched it. So now we just have to wait and see. Maybe tomorrow we'll set up something nice. There's news tomorrow and news on Friday. Okay, so anybody who's trading bear flags, I mean, this again, this coming down after the push up, that's your bull flag. And all you gotta wait for now is that momentum to start pushing it higher, which I think we will still get in the next 3 minutes, if I'm right. Okay, so this push up here, that's when we went into the macro time zone, push up, flag down, spike lower, but this is all liquidity building up, so I want to see this move up there. So let's just be patient here. Into 50. Pretty much just sitting sideways there on that fair value gap now. Again, guys, when we get to 4 o'clock, I will probably just close the trades that I've got open. I'm not going to leave these trades open overnight. And again, these are not financial advice. This is just a paper trade journaling process that I'm going through to teach you guys what I see, and maybe you learn something from it. And most importantly, this is for me keeping myself committed to do the tape read on a daily basis to get more experience with price. And that's it. Okay, let's see. We're gonna hit, that's at 4 o'clock. Let's see. Are we going to do what? Alright, so this fair value gap, guys, this is actually now IFEG because we closed below it. Not the cleanest price action again, but if you really look at it, that's discount. That's discount. And now we pretty much doing nothing. And that's understandable, but anyways, hey guys, that was it was great hanging with you guys, and reading price, and I think there's more opportunity coming along the way going forward. Thanks for the comments, guys. Thanks for the support, and hopefully you guys learned something and did well, by yourselves. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Maybe not AM, but I'll definitely be around for the PM session. And don't overtrade, guys. Be safe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Cheers. Bye.